Hello and welcome my fans to Glam's new video. You look at the pink Legos and what animal do you think this is gonna be? Because I can assure you it's not what you're thinking it is. And don't worry, I was not disappointed to find out that it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna keep it hidden. I'll let you guys guess what it is. Figure it out. Wait, I'm starting with the wrong layer. The amount of people that said my house was the best house only because I had full-sized candy bars is the funniest thing, because we do not decorate my house at all for Halloween. That budget does not go to decorations, it goes to the candy. Because everyone knows that the best part about Halloween is the candy. But also, I scared 3 children. So apparently I'm extremely terrifying to children when in costume. It was probably the giant tails. I also scared cats because no cat would go near me the entire night that I was in that costume. Beauty doesn't matter if cats won't be your friends. So, of course, when I took off the costume, a cat immediately was like, "Yay, person." And I was so happy that I snuggled Kitty cuz kitties are the best. It's so similar to the name of the other thing I love, which is titties. I hope you appreciate that joke as much as I did. But I do still have leftover candy. I switched from full-sized immediately to like the smaller candies, but I still didn't want them just taking one of those because yes, candy is expensive, but since I was handing out full size, I wanted them to get like an equivalency of what they would get if they grabbed one of my full size. So I was like, take 3 because I felt bad that I had to give out the smaller candy. And it's mainly because I didn't buy the smaller candy. So I wanted to hand out more of it in general. But then it just got to a point where I couldn't sit outside anymore because the street looked basically empty. Though I wish I was wearing like gloves the entire time, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have stayed out a little bit longer if it wasn't for the fact that I was not wearing gloves. And then I was just so tired at that point that I just didn't want to hand out candy anymore. I mean, if you freeze your ass off for like 2 hours, you end up just not wanting to film or be awake. I just know I have to work later today and that I'm still exhausted. Mainly just emotionally exhausted. Also, did you know you can use food stamps at fast food places? Because not a lot of people know you can. There is a button for a fast food. There is like a button in our computer system to accept food stamps at fast food places. Not like we'll see any more of those because of the fact that they stopped handing out food stamps for people. Most people can't get food stamps right now. And I was talking about how clear the road was when I like went inside, and my brother asked me, "Why are you already inside? Like we used to like go out until like 9." And I'm like, I don't know. The roads were dark, everyone else went inside, and I didn't see any other neighbors out. Halloween just ends a lot earlier than it used to. And nobody puts a lot of effort into their costumes anymore. When I was younger, Halloween was more fun. I mean, is it still fun for me? Yes, because as a cosplayer, I always have like really awesome costumes. But not everyone's a cosplayer. Not everyone's an expert in costumes. Whether it be putting them together properly or just or not. But like costumes that had all of the accessories were like $60. But if you wanted just like a few accessories, you'd get a $20 one. And then you'd have to supply the rest of the costume with your own clothing. Costumes aren't cheap, I get that. But they're also not meant to be that expensive. Don't get me wrong, the costumes that I have um are quite pricey, but for the less revealing of the costumes that I have are like $130. So don't get me wrong, I get it. Not everyone wants to spend like $100 on a costume that they'll wear on one night. But if you wear that costume throughout the year, then it doesn't count as a one-time use. I think we just should wear costumes more often. I don't know. There's not just one reason to wear a costume, unless you're a child. Also, I had one kid try to take 3 full-sized candy bars, and I was like, I said take one. And she gave me such a dirty look. Okay. We'll see you being Little Miss in your future. Don't be rude. Same thing with any other type of like insult, okay? The only valid reason to insult a person is if they're an awful person. Which is probably why I don't mind being an because I don't care what strangers have to say about me. Okay, I guess there's like a little reveal. You get to know what animal it is now. It was inevitable. It's a bear. If you didn't guess at the beginning of the video, that's on you. But did you think it was a bear or did you think it was a pig? Because when I looked at the pink Legos, I immediately was like, oh, it might be a pig. And then I saw the animal on the sheet and I was like, oh, it's a bear. How unexpected. But honestly, I was kind of glad that it wasn't so predictable. I hate it when people are predictable. That's why I try to say really unpredictable things. Though I was casually talking shit about the kids after they grabbed candy, depending on their attitude. Just on stream. So if you want to see me be like, oh my god, she was just so rude about that. On stream, I understand why some people don't want to buy candy for kids anymore. Some of them are rude, but like so many of them were like, your costume's so cute, and they were like saying thank you. So the ones that did say thank you, you sweethearts, and you deserve all the love. And some of them had really fun costumes. One kid was a wacky waving inflatable arm waving tube man. Say that 3 times fast. They did crick the first time. Also, yes, I have been snacking on chocolate. I really did only put like Though at the end I was like, I still have so many bags of candy, I'm going to just pour them all in. And I did end up taking out the full-size bars just so I could say take 3 to get rid of more candy a lot quicker. But I didn't even run out of that bowl before all the lights turned off around me. And it freaked me out. I did end up giving candy to some stragglers, though. I'm on the wrong step. Around the world, around the world. I almost made it like 3 layers too short. Something I thought of is if there was a game of Uno, but everyone could see each other's cards, then you'd have to figure out a way to win while everyone can just conspire against each other because they know what you have. So there are no secrets. You just have to get lucky. It would make Uno 100% luck based. I kind of want to see someone play Uno like that. I'm not gonna lie. And that would probably be like a really long game too. Okay. I got the bear. It's so cute. I actually kind of love him. Anywho, peace, love. Have a good day, my fab fans, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!